We are live. Live, I say. I don't know why I'm yelling. My nose is running a little bit. I don't know why. Neither does Mary. Just want to make sure that I knew she was still there. We get some little bit of writing in today. My goal is like 500 words. Nothing crazy. Let's see who jumps in first and beats everyone else. Otherwise, we're going to get some writing in. I got some emails to go through. Doesn't seem like anything's important. Just I subscribe to a lot of people on Substack. So I like to go through those instead of just deleting them. Just kind of see what anybody's got going on, kind of thing. Get some writing in. Again, 500 words should be nothing. So, and while nobody's in, I can get some writing in. There's Frank. So you typed hey, Hay, boo, and then Blair Witch Project changed it to hey, Hey, boo. All right. All right, whatever. And then Blair Witch changed it to hey, honey, boo boo. I don't know where that came from. I don't know why you keep calling me honey, boo boo. But I like it. I think I like being called honey boo boo. you will never be as cool. You will never be as cool as Sebastian Bach calling me Dunk. Hey Dunk, got anything to smoke? And you know what I mean by when he says smoke. Cigarettes. He just means cigarettes. There's Keith stuck in ad hell. Just like I want him to be. Got him right where I want him. Exactly, Frank. I don't know what that means. I know that means the number of the beast. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of the AI ads lately. I got my everything running in the background to keep running. I'm hoping everybody is still doing that. Uh, so I just got all the playlists running and a lot of AI ones. Me and Frank were discussing before. A lot of AI during Shark Week, which is not cool. Not cool at all. I was very disappointed in a lot of their shows. Ad hell. Six. Okay, now it all makes sense. Nope, nope. It's not a refrigerator, it's a refrigerator. Weird. Keith's back. The things you do for your friends and the things you do for me, Keith. There's Chad. Happy Friday to you too. We could blame HWA for everything at this point. I'm blaming HWA for all the AI in Shark Week. It was not that just was not cool. Not cool at all. And some of the shows were very blatant with it. I mean, it wasn't even like they were trying. The things we do for love. Chad says, "What's everyone reading and writing?" I am reading a book, an ARC advanced reader copy for a publisher right now about Cannibal Family. Not was what I was expecting from it, but not bad at all. I'm finishing up this short story that I will be putting on Patreon. And I submitted about 400,000 stories yesterday or less. And I still have a lot more stories to go that I can technically put out there. I was like, all right, enough. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this anymore right now. That was like a good hour or so. Mike says, why try to provide authentic, engaging content when you can have a robot steal it for you? I know, I'm sure it makes it nice and easy. I'm sure they saved I'm sure Shark Week, they saved a lot of money not having to actually have people hired. I'm writing Margin of Malice, reading the On Owl 2. Both very nice. 3 effing ads here now. You know what? Thank you for watching the ads. I appreciate that. I really do. Mike says, reading, I just got a collection of cyberpunk shorts. In that, I'm excited to dive into writing the sequel to Selena's World. Nice. You only really read cyberpunk, Mike? Or are you also a steampunk fan? Frank says, unfun fact, I haven't written or read since MondoCon. I wrote a little bit yesterday. I wrote about 500 words yesterday. I don't know, Wednesday. I didn't write anything yesterday. And I didn't write Monday or Tuesday either. I just needed a break. But I'm also taking a break to realize that I don't need to write any of these things. And I got about 1 billion stories to put out. So instead of just adding and adding and adding, I need to take a little break. I'm still going to write, but I'm just not going to push it like I got to write 1,000 words or whatever. There's Lorraine. She says, hola, which I believe is Italian or Greek. How are you guys this fine Friday afternoon? I think everybody so far seems like they're in a good place, Lorraine, a good place. Mike says the grand irony is that the cost of using that AI is going to kill the very animals the AI is creating videos about. Yeah, they don't care though, because it's money in their pocket. They don't care about any of that. Mike says, I haven't gotten much into steampunk. Honestly, been bouncing between cyberpunk, urban fantasy, and Lovecraftian and horror. Gotcha. I have a couple of really good steampunk short story collections. That's why I asked. I think I read one of them so far. I got them many years ago. Somebody gave them to me, and it has like a lot of the classic steampunk stories in it. You know, some H.G. Wells, some Jeter, some whatever. Chess says, I'm running through all the dialogue in the Fly screenplay, and I'm reading 2 separate books on screenwriting. Yes, Rain, everything I just typed is true. I don't think any of that is true. Chad's literally not doing any of that, Lorraine. Don't believe him. You're the only person I watch ads for. I also finished watching your day in the life video. Good stuff. Well, thank you. Appreciate you watching those, and I definitely appreciate you watching the ads, and my wife appreciates it too, because, money. Are you sure, Chad, should I do a fact? Yeah, you definitely need to do a fact check on it. Imagine another short story sub this morning. Pseudopod is open until the 11th. I also sent something to them. I've never gotten into Pseudopod. At Necronomicon in Tampa several years back, I was on a panel with the woman who is the editor for them. And she was like, send me a story. I like your work, blah, blah, blah. Here's my email address. And then I sent her a story, and then I never heard back from her. And anytime I've submitted to them, I've gotten rejections. I've never gotten anything. There's Charlie. I'm driving, so just listening for now. Okay, I appreciate you listening, Charlie. Appreciate it. How does one do a fact check? Listen, anything Chad says is going to be a lie, so don't even. There's your fact check. I just fact checked it for you. Chad's not even a writer. Chad doesn't even know. Chad doesn't even understand English. Everything he does in here is AI tells him what the words are. You didn't realize that. Chad lives in Portugal. He talks Portuguese. I don't know what we're even doing here. He says, we watched a shark horror movie about after MondoCon. Devil's Mouth. It was actually okay. Could use some steampunk. What's the collection name? That's for Keith right there. That's a little show for Keith presenting. It is this book, Steampunk, edited by Ann and Jeff Vandermeer, and Steampunk 2, Steampunk Reloaded. It's got a lot of really... Got a Joe Lansdale in this one. I should probably read these, but I got 400 of the... Michael Moorcock, Jay Lake is in that one. Caitlin Kernan. Sherry Priest. Tanith Lee. I'm going to put those right there. I'm going to put those in the huge pile of things to read that I'm not reading. I don't think Nick recommended Devil's Mouth to me yet, so I can't watch it. What was that on? Frank, work has held me back as usual. The man always gets you, Frank. Always gets you. The Onion is great for fact. Yes, everything on the Onion is true. Frank's like, F pseudopod. Yeah, Frank. Thanks, Mike. Now I can fact check chat. Exactly. Mike is pulling your leg. Oh, please don't actually do that. It's a satirical site. Yeah. It's hysterical. It's got some really funny, obvious things on it, but it's just a... Frank says, everybody, it's like a sailboat navigating the Strait of Gibraltar, and I'm a pool pod of orcas. Whoa. That seems... Is it real orcas or is it an AI orcas on Shark Week? Going down, I can't trust you either. I can't read all this. You just got to do things. It's on Prime. All right, maybe I'll watch it. Not this weekend, though, or maybe Sunday. I like when you're reading a thing from The Onion, and all the comments are like, "I can't believe he did that." I'm like, "No, that didn't happen." It's supposed to be funny. My wife gets off work at 3 today. Then she's bringing Alice home, dropping her off. Then she's going to get a massage. Then when she gets home, we're going to do some cleaning. I detailed all this in my a day in the life of this writer video I did hour or so ago. We're going to get some cleaning in, but I'm going to try after this. I'm going to try to get a lot of the cleaning done, do some laundry, vacuum the rug, all that stuff. Because tomorrow is her birthday. As a Portuguese man, I'm offended you would link Chad Lutsky with. I always wondered what you were, Keith. I mean, looking at you, I'm like, he's got some Asian in him. He also might have a little bit of Canadian in him. And I think there's some Antarctica. You can see it in his eyes. But it's her birthday tomorrow, and she is doing absolutely nothing tomorrow. My daughter's like, I'm going to bring over a cake. And I'm like, don't. Stop by Sunday. So should I have just Tiffany loved the food. We just finished it. Yeah, there's some of it tonight we got to throw away. Shelly did the what do you call it last night? She did a bunch of the taco bar stuff, and she's like, "Do you want any of this?" I'm like, "No, it's all rotten and spoiled," because I'm weird. So we're gonna throw all that away. But I will tell her you said happy birthday. I will tell her Mike Lee is the only one who said happy birthday to her. So yeah, she's like, I'm not doing anything. I want to watch shows I want to watch. You're going to make food, or you're going to order food, or you're going to pick up food. I'm not leaving the house. I'm not getting out of my pajamas. I'm sleeping in. I don't even say y'all, but you don't eat casserole, so I'm at a loss for words. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know what he's doing. Lorraine, I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, Frank, you tell her yourself. That's the boss move right there. Then we're going to go to dinner tonight, anywhere she wants to go. I'm sure she'll want a steak. And then we're going to start. We're going to dive into my King of the Mountain book. She's going to start reading it, and then I'm going to have to stay in here in my office because anytime I hear her pen click, drives me nuts. But she'll be like, "All right, chapter done. Get in here. What are you thinking?" And I got 3 beta readers reading it right now. That will be done by the 15th. So that's the goal. I'll let her know you said that, Lorraine. So I probably got about another 100 or so words in here, and I'll have hit my 500 words for the day, which will make me happy. If it makes you happy, it can't be all the bad. Yeah, you know the I butter the bread that butters the something or other. What the hell was that band? Mike said, I don't know either. Only casserole we do is tuna noodle, and I will don that. I do love a good tuna casserole. And then you put it on a cinnamon raisin bagel. No, you don't do that. My wife makes a killer tuna casserole. She doesn't even like tuna fish. Have you heard of Shelly? May you rock out all day to work. Yes, obviously, I've hired Wargasm for her birthday. They're going to come and hang out and sit on the couch, and they're going to watch uh, Christmas movies with her. I don't know what the hell she's going to watch. Yeah, Chicken Foot. Whatever that means. I make 2, speaking of chicken. Is that really the name of a band, Chad? Yes, with Sammy Hagar. I made 2 chicken pot pies for lunch. And luckily it was like 10:15. I'm like, oh wait, I gotta get these because it takes like 4 hours to make chicken pot pies. 50 minutes in the oven. That's ridiculous. You can't figure out how to make chicken pot pies in the oven in like 10 minutes. I mean, you got it, Keith, right? We all know everything Chad says is a lie. Yeah, we're all liars. It's what we do for a living. Or for fun. Speaking of Popeyes, there's Nick Zinn. Says all my books are true stories. That's the only thing true about him. If you read his books, it's true. If he opens his mouth, a lie. Bump of Chicken. I don't even know what that. I don't even want to know what that is. That just sounds like an awful band. It just the chat seems so deadpan serious, but isn't. Look at South Effort, yeah. Nick says, saw your walk and talk from yesterday. I'll text you after in response. I appreciate that, Nick. Only my close Jersey friends call me Nikki. I call you Darling Nikki. The reality is, all of Chad's books, complete lies. None of that has ever happened. Everything out of his mouth, completely true. Completely true. That boy is like the dude who chopped the apple tree down. I believe that was Ben Franklin. Like everybody's still fighting over this HWA garbage. What's the over under? Oh, it's 100% going to happen. It's going to be a big diatribe of why what it has to do with him, which is nothing. But it's going to be, it's also going to be about her specifically, and either he loves her or he hates her or whatever, or he talked to her before it happened, kind of thing. There's going to definitely be something that you were not privy to, that only he is. Oh, Nick, don't you on Facebook? Are you on any social media? I'm not explaining it all here. Pizza from the freezer. Let's take bets. What kind of pizza is Lorraine eating? As is usual, Chad. They don't care. They just put stuff out. I mean, everything is a misstep with them. Everything. Spinach and feta because it smells like feet. That's like one of the worst cheeses ever for me. Come here for your news. And we're telling you the news is on Facebook. And I know her. I've met her. I met her at Nikon. She was nice. She was nice to me. We had lunch. Actually, me, her, and Todd had sat at a table and had lunch. And she was very nice. She talked about her acting stuff. So does the basement have to be so far away? It's artisanal cheese this time. Sorry, not spinach. You got a basement up there? I miss basements. I loved having basements. Kid, I'm down here in Florida. Artisanal cheese, which means what? They just mix a couple of cheese together. They're like, yeah, let's throw some Swiss and some cheddar in here, and we'll call it artisanal. I think he leads with it. I think he has to lead with it because he has to stay relevant. Cauliflower crust. I had a lot of those when I was doing the keto thing. They were not bad at all. My wife was like, that's gross. And I'm like, it's not as good as normal pizza crust, but I'm eating it. Skullface Boy actually does have a lot of instances that really happened in it. The weird part is hanging out with Chad on a Sunday morning sometimes. Sometimes he takes the mask off and it's just a skull. It's really weird to look at. I keep saying to him, dude, put your fake face back on. I don't want to look at that. I'm trying to write. My basement is better than the rest of my house. My 1-story house. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Charlie. Although, I mean, you got a basement. It should be too. But whatever. You do you. I don't know what happened with the HWA. Just look, the scandals involving the topic of the year. Take a guess. It's just it should have never gone into their thing, into their newsletter. It should have never been written by a trustee. And as usual, they're like, all right, we're just going to, she's gone. So we'll do better. Like, but that's not the way you handle everything. You don't have it to begin with. Let's blame the kid who it's 20, their newsletter's 22,000 words. That's ridiculous. Because everybody in that organization has something to say. Everything they say is so damn important. Again, you're fighting over crumbs. Yeah, 22,000. Her thing is 2,000 words. The screed she wrote, I like that word, basically saying you're all a bunch of Luddites, and if you don't embrace AI, you're an idiot. And also here, I'm embracing AI with this course and stuff you should buy. Yeah, Mike, you got ears on you. 22,000 word newsletter they put out. And then the trustees get a column every month if they want it. And so supposedly nobody looks at that because, even though, and then again, HWA from the beginning, when we were doing every other organization was immediately going, yeah, AI is bad, we're not using this. They took forever. They had to put a committee together, and then they had to go through it. And then 6 months later, we get a thing goes, yeah, I guess it's bad. And then she doubled down in comments on Facebook and basically told everybody they were idiots for not embracing it again. And I'm like, or just shut up. And the easy way out for HWA was just go, yeah, she's no longer a trustee. It didn't say she's out of the organization. It didn't say we've talked to nothing. It was just like, hey, you're not a trustee anymore, whatever that really even means. I have no argument with it. It is. Listen, it is what it is. I think my bigger problem is not that you're dumb enough to think that AI is good for you as a writer and long term in your career, but that now you're also trying to sell a program using AI because everybody's an idiot. Chad said, finally responded to your email, Charlie. In case he's still in the car, just driving around with the zebras and the what are those things? Giraffes. Calling people idiots always changes their minds. I mean, I called you an idiot like 6 times last weekend. I changed your mind all 6 times. So this will happen again. Too been kissing ass. Yeah, especially HWA. It's literally at every big move they misstep. That's why I haven't been part of them in years. And I like how everybody's bringing up. They're like, yeah, basically all our money is going to the Stoker Con. I'm like, yeah, pretty much. It's that circle jerk of we're all going to kiss each other's butt and we're going to give each other these awards, and it's just dumb. The whole thing means nothing. And they'll keep attracting new authors. Has Nick's special friend made a statement? Yeah, Nick. Special friend of Nick. That's what I call it. For once, I'm glad I don't know what you're all talking about. Yeah, it's exhausting. Horror Writers Association. Don't ever join it, Lorraine. Nick says, oh boy, Frank. Yeah, Frank. That is your name. So look for Mammoth to come out whenever they put it up, I guess. It should be out. I would imagine it's out soon. Everything is done with it now. We're waiting for your public statement, Frank, just like everyone else's. There are uses for AI. I think unfortunately we're going to get to a point where everything that we're doing is cute and you guys, you still write your stories, well that's fun, and none of us are going to make any money doing this. And I really hope I have a massive coronary by then. Tangential. Tangier, that's a great band from New Jersey from the 80s. I think one of the good things come out of this holiday month, not just is how many pubs are taking you to work without knowing. Those are the gatekeepers were too extreme. The problem is because now every book, you can argue somebody's going to say, oh, that's AI. And then they're going to err on the side of caution and go, well, we just gave you $2.5 million. And even though you swear it's not, and you can supposedly prove that it's not, we're just canceling this contract because we don't want the negative. And that's just ridiculous. Yeah. It is what it is. One of the places, I think two of the places I sent short stories to yesterday, you had to say in your cover letter that you did not use AI for any part of this. For um, any one of them was like you cannot have used like spell check or any. I'm like, wow, like you're just basically like you got to type this on a typewriter and then you know make copies of it, kind of thing. But you know what, Mike? We're at Positive Friday, so let's be positive. I'm positive Shark Week used way too much AI. Mike said the accused. Wow. He did. Chad didn't even pick up on that. He's slipping. Hope everybody has a good weekend. I'm not leaving yet. I'm just throwing it out there. Be back on Monday. I might do another walk and talk this afternoon just because I need it. And why not? Why not do them? I probably won't do any on Saturday, but probably will do one on Sunday again. I like it. I used to do those I used to do them every Friday, but I really should be doing them every day. Makes it. Here's some positive news. We got sent to work from home for 45 days. Wow. Meantime, they're selling all your desks and everything. Lorraine telling her first accused joke, how cute, right? The things she learns from us. That's funny. Hmm. Classics. I'm going to look into getting sent home for 40 days. You could probably do your job from home for 45 days, Frank. We have faith in you. I'm sitting in my garage smoking and drinking while watching a live stream and not writing. I'm not busy. Those are three things you should not be doing. You should stop smoking. You should stop drinking. You should definitely stop sitting in your garage. Tries to still driving, getting fuel now. Thanks, Chad. I'll check email when I get home. Charlie. I would have one of the koala bears get out and do that though. What else are they doing? I actually don't work at the zoo anymore. Last week was my last week. Got a job driving passenger van for the railroad, picking up train crews and taking them where they need to go. What? You just got sick of all the animals? Is it really you working for the cartel? Is that what it is? I've seen that. I watch all those movies where all the workers get picked up on the side of the road and then they're driven across the border into Mexico. And then they make meth and stuff. And then you never have learn anything about the drivers. Who are these guys just driving these passenger vans? I get it. Just got my Upteen injector from the dark. They had it for a whopping three days. Wow. It's getting longer. I don't think I submitted to the dark. I'm just like, I guess I should, right? I got like 57 stories that are not submitted. I should just submit them all, and it'll take me what? About 180 days. It'll take me about 6 months for them to go through all of them and reject them. Yeah, very, very rarely are you going to just hit uh, a win every time sending stories. There's a million factors. I mean, a lot of my stories get published because I'm a phenomenal person and writer, but still, the rest of you is. You never know. Yeah, maybe I will. I'll probably do another batch of them next week, maybe on Tuesday. Although Tuesday I have to have a morning conversation with my mentee, me being her mentor from Sisters in Crime, and then I go get the oil changed on the car. But then I'll do it after that. Justin, it's not too bad so far. Not out in the heat weather and nowhere near as physically demanding as working at a zoo. Much easier and have a lot more time to write too. Well, good for you. I'm glad it was a good change. Instead of they fired you because you kept punching the kangaroos in the face. There's Haas. Rejected was my nickname in high school. Nice, Haas. Nice. Nick says he got rejected from Cardboard Coffin as I landed in Jacksonville last week. Sorry to hear that. Nice! Bing, bing. Frank just making up names. I think Lance Overmock, I think, is who you're thinking of. Come on. Chad, you keep playing those West Coast teams. I stayed up late watching the that Red Sox game last night. And I was exhausted. I was like, "Are we going to lose this game? Oh, we tied it up. Next inning, we lose this game. Oh, we tied it up. Next inning, we lose this game. Oh, we tied it up. Next inning, we lose this game. Oh, we tied it up. Next inning, we lose this game. Oh, we won the game. I'm going to bed." Good times. I guess it's her birthday tomorrow. If I want to watch Red Sox, I gotta sneak into my office and watch it on the computer. They play at 4 o'clock tomorrow. The Tigers play at 7:15 tomorrow. Chad, that's an early game. Good times. Yeah, you're only a game out of that last on that third spot. The problem is you got like 4 teams in front of you. It'd be nice to have the Red Sox and the Tigers in. It'd be nice for the Rangers to keep winning and knock the Yankees, reeling Yankees out of it. I'm not getting audio. I'm getting audio. I got it. Yep. Sometimes you need a break. Well, they are manipulating the system, which is why we're gonna have a lockout next year. But I was happy the Red Sox swept them. Everybody's like, the Dodgers aren't what's wrong with baseball. Yeah, they are. Just going through MLBTradeRumors.com, seeing if anything has happened today. A lot of people claiming people. All right. I'm all caught up. All caught up on my baseball rumors. That is spam. Welcome slash to your slash fidelity slash life slash offer. Do better. Do better, spam people. Just do better. Haas is on fire today. Chad loves a good road trip book. I'm going to write a road trip book, but it's just going to be to the end of the block. And Keith knows all the made up creatures that don't exist at all, but he wants them so badly to exist. Oh, Genesis, what an awful band. What are you, 90? What's a squonk? Why are you dodging? Is it personal? Yes. His mother and father called him that when he was born. I took down my stuff, my writing on Substack. I was like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to have to be posting stuff over there too, and all. And then that Bigfoot came and grabbed some of the trees and threw them and killed people. I watched Hunting Bigfoot. I saw that episode. This says, please stop adding this ingredient to pizza. And they're not talking about pineapple. Let's see what we're talking about. Truffle oil. Do not add truffle oil to your pizza. Even as a light garnish on white or mushroom pies. So when we do the pizza bar next year at MondoCon, no truffle oil. Don't even ask for it. We got a couple more minutes, and then I am. See, Frank loves truffle oil. Well, you're not not supposed to be putting that on pizza. Do not add Skittles to your pizza. It doesn't say that, Chad. In all honesty, the article did not say anything about not putting Skittles on your article, so on your pizza. So I think we're good. Keith's story and Charlie's story were both almost as good as Shark of the Corn. That's a high bar, though. In all fairness. Candy corn. Candy corn is gross. Except I eat it. Hope everybody has a great, great weekend. Thank you for watching the ads. Thank you for hanging out with me as usual. Let your friends and family know. I put up a video. I'll put up another writing video on Sunday. I have no idea which one it is. I'm sure Charlie will say he's the one who gave me the idea. Charlie, maybe give me a few ideas, and maybe I will put up one of those videos. Candy corn is the house of worst. This is Positive Friday, Lorraine. I'll see everybody on Monday. Right? Yeah, Monday. We will do this. We would do this again. We all hang out, have a good time, talk about things. Probably was my idea. Yeah, probably. You're fine, Lorraine. You're fine. I'm also not a big candy corn. Nitpick away, Haas. If that is your real name. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me. You have a great rest of your Friday. Great weekend. Yeah, I'm literally just like whatever. Listen, Shelly, whatever you want to do. And she just don't want to do anything. So I'm like, what? You watch whatever you want to watch. You tell me to make you some lunch or some dinner, I'm going to make it. We're all good. All right, everybody. Talk to you later.